Hello everyone, I am Cipriano LRMS III, Teacher 3 at Balitisur Elementary School. Welcome to this video tutorial concerning the advocacy of Region 1 Office Aral Bahay on the development of the digitized learning resources as an online or offline platforms for public school teachers. So, let us start. Let me share to you the following session objectives. 1. To capacitate the teachers in using the Comic Story Maker and Microsoft PowerPoint application software in the development of alternative learning e-lesson as a learning resource that can be used to distant learning. 2. To create and design alternative learning e-lesson using Comic Story Maker app and Microsoft PowerPoint to the target learners. 3rd, to appreciate the flow in the development of an effective alternative learning e-lesson. For the contents, 1. Session on the development of alternative instructional resources. 2. Video tutorial for Comic Story Maker. 3rd, video tutorial for Microsoft PowerPoint. 4th, sample of an alternative learning e-lesson. For details about alternative instructional resources being initiated as a project supporting the region's Aral sa Bahay program, you will be given a clear details by the guidelines issued by the regional office. Let us now have the video tutorial on Comics Creator. Before we proceed, let me give a brief background about this Cartoon Story Maker app. Here, we can create 2D screen-based story with an interactive conversation or a dialogue, an attractive background that could encourage learners' attention. Another good thing in using this app is that we can localize or contextualize stories wherein our learners can relate much from the story based on their real-life experience. So, are we ready? Let us now go to the downloading and installation of Cartoon Story Maker app. Let me remind everyone that this app is compatible with a computer with Windows software. Let us go to our Google browser and search or type the word Cartoon Story Maker app, and then let's click using our mouse the link of Cartoon Story Maker free download Windows version. Once the link is open, let us click the icon Download Now. The downloading process will be initialized in a few seconds. Once it is done, let us open the executable file to start the installation. Just follow the steps in an installation by clicking the next button until it will reach the finish button of installation. We will know that the app is already downloaded and installed when it reveals the finish button. Reminders: CSM can work with Windows only, not available for Mac laptops. After downloading and installation, let us open the CSM Cartoon Story Maker app on the desktop screen. Let us use our mouse by double-clicking the CSM icon. Let us wait a moment to open the app, and then let us use the maximize button to make our screen more visible. Let us now explore the interface of CSM step by step. As we can see, the top bar on the screen colored orange are the menu of CSM. The menu bar is composed of icons such as New, Open, Save, Save As, Preview, Print, Help, and Quit. These menus are similar to the menus of our Microsoft Office, like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and other applications. Under the menu bar, on the left screen are the objects or images of our characters in the CSM app. Let's explore the main characters. We have two main characters. one boy and one girl. By clicking the arrow left and arrow right, using our mouse in the computer will change the gestures and positions of their body. Moving on below, the part of our main characters are the support characters and minor characters. Just like our main characters mentioned earlier, we could select images and different body gestures or movement based on the mood of our story. Below the images of our character, we have choices of different backgrounds. We could select more backgrounds of our story by clicking the left and right arrow below. Besides our background to our right, the imported background and the imported foregrounds are available. These backgrounds are very useful if we want our background images and characters localized or contextualized based from our own story. We could also import the converted slides from our PowerPoints here. But let us make sure that the images are in PNG format to avoid overlapping of background images. Next, let us explore the text bubbles. There are two styles of text bubbles, the left and the right text bubbles. What can text bubbles do? The text bubbles are used as a container of our encoded text to have a conversation or dialogue with our characters in the CSM. By clicking the left and right arrow, we can choose different styles suited to our conversation or dialogue. Moving on to our next features is the titles and information boxes. This is a box where we place our title or information about the story. Next part, we have the audio bubbles. Audio bubbles are used to record our voices to make a dialogue or conversation for our story. There are suited for left audio and we have also suited for our right audio. Then we have our frame or slide. A white long rectangle located at the center is our screen. This is a place where we can put the images, background, text, and audio. Now, let us go below our slide. We can see the picture tools, which include the 10 icons. First pair, the enlargement of an object and shrinking object tools. These are used in adjusting the sizes of our images or objects. Second pair, we have the rotate tool. We have the left and the right rotate tool. These tools are used to rotate our object or images. Next pair, we have the flip tool. We have the left and the right flip tools. These tools are used to flip an object horizontally and vertically. Next, we have the fourth pair, the bring forward and send behind tool. These tools are used to bring our object in front or backward. The last one, we have the delete button and undo delete button. These tools are used to remove the object or redo the deleted objects. Below the picture tools are the text tools. These have 7 icons. First, we have letter B. The function of this is to make the text in a bold size. Next letter is I. The function of this is to make the text in the italic form. Next is the letter U with underline. The function of this is to make the underline of a text. Then we have A+. This is used to increase the size of our letter. And we have A-. This is used to decrease the size of our letter. And we have also the font or text color. We could choose any of the colors suited to our LR. And the last is the symbol. We could select more symbols of our text. Moving forward, we have the frame controls. There are 6 tools we can use here. We have previous frame, next frame, add frame, delete frame, copy frame, and paste frame. In previous frame, this is used to go back to the last frame visited. Second, we have the next frame. This is used to go to the next frame. Next is the add frame. This is used to increase the number of the frame. Next, the delete frame. This is used to remove the frame. Next, we have copy frame. This is used to imitate existing frame. We have another, the paste frame. This is used to create a new frame. And we have here the guide number, which serves as an indicator of our frame locations. And that ends the features of our CSM application software. At this juncture, my fellow educators, let us learn step by step on how to put our main character inside our slide. So, once you have chosen your character, let us now click the chosen character, hold the mouse click, drag and drop at the center of our screen. Same is true, same process, click, hold the mouse click, drag and drop at the center. By clicking this, we could adjust the size of our object. Let us go to Feature Tools, the enlargement. Or if we want to adjust it, we click the shrinking tool. Do the same process in our next character, click and then click the shrinking tool. Now, let us put our background inside our frame. By clicking the right and left arrow, we could choose any backgrounds. I will choose number 1 background. I will click, hold the mouse click, drag and drop at the center of our screen or frame. Same process, we could adjust this by clicking the shrink tool to decrease the size or the enlargement tool to increase the size. This time, we will go to text bubbles. There are 2 files. We have left text bubbles and we have the right text bubbles. So we have to choose text bubbles suited to our conversation or dialogue. So I will choose this one by clicking the text bubble, hold the mouse click, drag and drop at the center. Do the same process with the other character. Click, hold the mouse click, drag and drop at the center. Now, let us replace our text inside our text bubbles. So, let us highlight this and change it according to your screen. Do the same process for our second character. Highlight the text and then change the text based on our own script. Now we have our text inside our text bubbles. We could now record this conversation using our audio bubbles. So, let us now click, hold the mouse click, drag and drop at the center of our screen. Same is true. Click, hold the mouse click, drag and drop at the center of our slide or frame. Now we have our sound bubbles inside our frame. So it's time for us to add sound. How to do this? Let us now click add sound and then 2 style of recording will pop up. One is existing sound, the other one is new recording. We will click existing sound if we have already our recorded sounds. We will click new recordings if we want to record our new voice. So, let us click new recording, then click record if you want to record, and then after recording, click save. After recording, do this also to our next character. Add sound, new recording, record. Read the text of our conversation. After this, stop. And save. Let us remember that we could change our recordings by clicking the edit sound. So, we are done in our recordings. Let us now proceed to adding our frame in our CSM app. So how? Let us go to frame control, click next frame. Then, it will ask us to add a new frame. So, we will click yes. Now we have second frame in our story. Do the same process. We have to choose from our main character. Click, hold mouse click, drag and drop at the center. Same with our support character. Click, hold the mouse click, drag and drop at the center. And then, for our background, we could also choose other venue by clicking the left and right arrow. I will choose this one, click and drag and drop at the center. We have our new background for the second frame. So same process, we have to click our text bubbles for another conversation. Then also we have to add our audio bubbles. Okay. Assuming we are done in recording and placing our text inside our frame, let us move on to next frame. This time, we will use our imported backgrounds or imported foreground. These are very useful, especially if we have our converted slides from our PowerPoint, and then it will import it here as our background. Example, let us browse from my files, click, and then open. Now, we have our imported background inside our background. So, click this and then drag and drop at the center. So, we have our imported backgrounds. Same process for imported foregrounds. We have to click browse and then we need to choose one from the converted slide into a JPEG. Click this one and then open. So it will add up to our foreground image. So click next frame and then click yes. Then click the foreground image, hold the mouse click, and then drop and drag at the center. So we have our imported foregrounds. Foregrounds and backgrounds are useful if we want to localize or contextualize our own story. Once done inputting our background, text, audio bubbles, it's time for us to save our files. So how? Let us click save and then type the file name CSM. Then let us choose folder for our CSM. I will choose desktop for easy access. And then the file type is, of course, HTML, means that we could play this using our Internet Explorer. We could also use the Google browser, Firefox, and Microsoft Edge as long as we know how to change the default settings. So click OK. Now it's time for us to close our CSM up by clicking the close button. After saving and closing our file, let us open it. Let's go to our screen, double click the file. A window will pop up two files, one for folder and one for HTML document. Let us select CSM by clicking our mouse and then right-click, open with to Internet Explorer. An Internet Explorer restriction will pop up. Let us click Allow Block Content. If we can open the files just like what we have here in our screen, let us click at the center and then select Global Settings. Let us click Advanced, Trusted Location Settings. Then we will add our files from the desktop. Add, and then Add Folder. Our files is located in the Drive C. So let us click Windows C. Okay. Let us confirm now. Once confirmed, it will be added to our location settings. And then let's close. And then click the X button for exit. Outside our frame, let us right click and then click refresh. Now we have our CSM on our screen. We can now play this CSM file. Since we have very small screen, we can change the settings of this by clicking this settings, this tool, and then choose your desired zoom. I will choose 150 to make it more visible. Okay, we can now play our files in the CSM app. That's all for this CSM file. If you think that I'm so fast, you can click play and pause the button of this video. And that ends our video tutorial for Cartoon Story Maker app concerning the advocacy of the Region 1 Office, Aral Bahay, on the development of digitized learning resources as online platforms for public school teachers. Please watch out for the Part 2 video tutorial for the Microsoft PowerPoint. Sulong edukalidad, para sa bata, para sa bayan. God bless everyone.